Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Survivor 50, Episode 2, Therapy Carousel.
What a good episode.
Oh,
I'm
so fun.
loving Survivor so much.
It's such a blast. I am finding myself talking to people that haven't watched any Survivor, haven't watched it in years. And I tell them, hey, I know this is a returnee season. I know you're worried about if you need to know who's who, which, by the way, we did profiles on most of these players. But even so, you don't need to know who these people are. It is it has been such a fun show. We're only 2 episodes in, but I'm having a blast.
Can I get something off my chest, though?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm ready.
Okay, so because I want to get as far into this podcast season as possible with a shred of dignity.
Okay.
So I might blow this podcast up discussing this, but I want to set the record straight. When Ozzy said to Q, if you get the key to drop, it's yours. Coach thought, screw that. Every man for himself. Because this is the same Allison. And this is the same Nina.
And this is the same Nina.
You've always seen podcasting with as much honor as possible. Coach is playing the game he's always played for 101 freaking days. And Nina and I are going to record this podcast like we've recorded for the past 101 freaking podcast episodes.
Oh my, amen.
With honor and integrity at Chaotic Good headquarters.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's all, Jeff.
Woo!
That's all, Jeff. I just wanted to say that.
Wanted to say, just get it off my chest.
Okay.
Get off my chest.
Ready to play now.
You're ready to podcast now.
I'm ready to podcast
now. That I've cleared my name, now that I've got that out of y'all's heads, I know it's at the tippy top of your heads. I know that we literally just talked about how Kyle is not in the game anymore and Camilla is still in tears, but I've got something to say.
Because I still want to play with a shred of dignity. Okay?
When that happened, what thoughts were racing through your head?
Gobble, gobble, yum, yum.
Gobble, gobble, yum, 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 yum.
So good. No, and if you are listening and you're like, so fun, so funny, but like, what the hell are they talking about? Nina already shouted out our profiles, but specifically we did full profiles of Ozzy season, Ozzy seasons, and Coach's seasons. And Nina here has not seen those seasons. She's a Survivor newbie fan. So I told her like, the storytelling story of these people.
It's truly the lore of these people.
Yes. So if you're thinking like, gosh, like Coach, maybe he really does play with honor and integrity. I'm gonna leave you with one story. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with one story. So Survivor South Pacific, Coach is on a pre-merged tribe and he has an alliance of 5 people. He is the first to find the idol on that tribe. And he tells his 2 like number ones about it, but he doesn't tell the rest of the alliance. The rest of the alliance is bugging out. Where's the idol? Where's the idol? Where's the idol? He forms a prayer group, gets them all in a circle, and he says, God, help us find this idol. I pray that we find this idol. And then after this little prayer group ends, he so conveniently finds the idol he had already found that he had planted to find after this prayer group, which caused Brandon Hands to think that he's literally working with a miracle of God this season. So yes, he used religious manipulation within his own alliance to control the game.
And was self-aware about it, was aware of what he was doing.
Absolutely aware of what he was doing. And then when he later voted out this Brandon Hands, he said, don't be angry, it's the will of God. So
oh geez,
I just gotta like, if the people don't know, I just have to like share a little truth,
which a few of the people that we watched it with last night didn't know. And I forget what somebody commented something about Coach, and I think you were like, well, maybe it was something about honor and integrity. Not so much that they believed him.
I mean, we're going to talk about honor and integrity so much.
At least he's open about it. And Allison was like, no.
I mean, do I love Coach as a player, as a character? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Am I so happy he is on this season and I'm having so much fun with him, like squabbling with Ozzy? Absolutely. No, we're going to talk about honor and integrity so much this episode.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's
a character in the game.
Yes.
Now. Yes.
It's like two different sides. It's like on one side, I want to be like, hey, when the honor integrity people say honor and integrity, they just mean trust and loyalty within their own alliance. They are aware that they're playing a survivor game.
Yeah.
And they have to vote people out. So chill out. And then on the other side, I have to be like, this is a game of survivor. And we do have to do a little bit of, cheating, blindsiding, not telling people the whole plan, not telling the whole real plan. And that does not mean you can't own honor and integrity over the entire season and your entire persona.
Yeah.
You can still be loyal within an alliance, but like, let's be realistic about the game we're playing here. It's like, I feel like it's like we need a mediator.
Yes.
The therapy carousel of honesty, integrity.
And do you feel like Christian is a good therapist to kind of like be in the middle of those two things?
Okay.
Do you kind of... Yeah.
I think Christian is a good therapist, but I think that Hammock was doing 70% of the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
because
agreed.
when I realized that the hammock was the prize of
the hammock was
reward,
another character in this
I was
episode.
like, yes!
Yeah.
Because I love a hammock.
Love a hammock.
I love a hammock on Survivor because it really just opens the mind up.
It really does. Yeah.
And it just really allows for some great conversations and gameplay.
Yeah, cities are built and ruined on those hammocks. Like full civilizations.
Yes. I do have a question though, Nina. Before we really start into the recap. Who is the biggest man baby of CILA? Because the title of EP is Therapy Carousel, but my revision would be
wow.
the man babies of CILA. So is it number one?
Okay.
Is it Christian, who does a poo-poo in his pants and has no discretion at hiding it? Is it number two, is it Joe, who is being rocked like an upset baby in the hammock?
By Christian.
By Papa Christian.
Yeah.
After getting a, quote, wedgie on national television in season 48.
Saying. He cannot stop saying it. Anyway, okay, I'll keep that my question for later about that wedgie. But anyways, okay.
Oh, we'll be talking about wedgies and poo-poos and pansies. Trust. Or number three, is it Rick, that has a temper tantrum about how he wants to play Survivor when asked a direct question?
Okay. So the visual for me, the best visual of a man baby to me is Joe on the hammock.
Okay.
Being rocked.
Like rocked like a baby.
Because also he's got this like face where he kind of looks like...
Like he looks like upset Grinch baby.
Yes. It's like, oh, I got bubbles in my tummy. And that's why you gotta like rock them. They gotta like settle down a little bit. It's like, oh, it's past his bedtime. It's past his bedtime. He's getting a little antsy. But as far as sportsmanship, the one who I feel like had the biggest tantrum, was Rick. Which I feel like the tantrum threw me for a loop because it had me doing what I never thought I would ever be doing, which is kind of rooting for Joe. When Rick had his tantrum and had his whole, and so much about his speech, I understood where he was coming from. And in a lot of ways, I do agree. I do really enjoy the way he's playing the game and the way that he believes the game should be played. But in a way, he was pulling a Joe in the sense where he was like, I can't, with this honor and it's like, I just can't, buddy.
Well, I think Rick is almost, and we'll get into this, but Rick is gatekeeping how he plays Survivor from the people outside of his alliance. Like when people outside of his alliance want to like scheme, plot, ask questions,
and it's different than the way he does it.
He's like, excuse me,
and he like looks down on it, which I don't like.
But I will say I am calling all these man babies, I call them man babies with love.
Yes.
Because we saw man babies take care of man babies.
That is true.
And then Mama Cirie is above them, playing them like a fiddle.
Exactly. This was such a good Cirie episode, I feel like, because she was so working under the radar, which is just like where she cooks. Yes,
absolutely. So let's dive into CILA first.
Yes.
Because, and let's start by giving a moment to our final girl. Our final girl, Savannah.
Savannah.
She's out. She got voted out this tribal council.
Yeah.
No, I feel like the journey killed her.
The journey?
The journey.
Like the journey to get to this season?
No, the journey that she went on in episode 1. Because she already had 2 knocks against her.
Yeah, for being an unknown.
For being an unknown and also being a winner. Mm-hmm. And so then she goes on a journey and she comes back and she says, I didn't get anything.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't get
the literal journey she went on. Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I've already forgot. that 3-hour episode. I'm already like, what? What happened?
No, the one she went on with Colby.
Yes.
Yeah. So, no, and then she goes on this journey. She comes back. She does get an advantage, but she keeps it a secret because she hasn't met her people. She hasn't met her people. She hasn't established trust with anybody. And she keeps it a secret. And all of those unknowns around Savannah is what Cirie then uses to
get people
pivot it from
Ozzy,
from our boy Ozzy, and get it onto Savannah. And yeah, I do you feel like Savannah had a chance this season?
Did she have a chance? I feel like maybe she did. I was interested by her strategy of just outright saying that she was a winner. Interesting to me. I'm like, for her to say that just right out the gate, I personally didn't feel like that was maybe like the best strategy. And then exactly, so it's interesting the information that she chose to share and the information that she chose not to share. So exactly, to share that you're a winner, and then to not share that you did win something in that journey.
I know, because when she was going on that little walk with Rick Devens, and he's like, "Be real with me, you really didn't get anything," and she's like, "No, I really didn't." Because I'm thinking now, should she have told Rick about the advantage? And my thought is yes.
Yeah.
Because Rick is the kind of person who loves
an advantage.
Loves advantages and loves, like, he has like that. It's
like Play-Doh to him.
He has that
like
ego.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about ego today, people. He has an ego that wants to know secret information. Yeah. So is there a risk that she tells Rick, he tells everybody else, and then she stole the target? Very much so. Yeah. But there is, I feel like, more of a possibility that she could have possibly played with them. And then I also, thinking about how she was talking at Tribal Council, she talked about how she came into 49 and played much of the 49th season with this cool girl mentality. And then it forced her to eventually become vulnerable. And my personal opinion is, I was like, I think you played the whole season, Savannah.
Yeah.
As cool girl.
Yeah.
And I don't think, I mean, I remember telling you when we were recapping Survivor 49, I feel like we never saw the real Savannah.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, she's the kind of person that when she's like doing a challenge, her manifestation is, her mantra is, I've already won this. You will not drop. Yeah. It's already yours.
Yeah.
And so there was moments of vulnerability about like her past with like her work relationships and stuff, but I almost felt like it was like a self-branded pivot for her, or maybe even a pivot that she felt once she like then 2 weeks later, crazy, is playing Survivor 50 too.
Yeah, it was, I did feel like I was a little confused by that speech because I mean, we were looking at each other and I'm like, this is still not even the real Savannah here.
Yeah. I will say I did watch her exit interview today,
how was that?
And she seemed really lovely.
Yeah.
In the exit interview.
I mean, I am excited to one day meet her. She is a Georgia girly.
She is a Georgia girly.
An Atlanta girly.
And all these things I say, if you are listening somehow, Savannah, we're saying this out of compliments to you.
Out of compliments, we love you so much. You're literally on the vision board, girl. So like, you're a winner.
And you're a winner.
You're
exactly.
a winner. Okay?
You're a winner. Yeah, I almost feel like she, like this targeting of the Survivor 49 people, and then I also feel like targeting of like the Survivor 48 people. I have wondered, you know, what I almost like for Savannah is that she got to have this like wild ride of becoming a winner and then immediately getting to return to play again, that she didn't have this break in between where she lost her damn mind.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, people like Rick Devens, the last time he played was season 38, and he was like the biggest character of his season, played a great game, got all these idols, did all these moves, and then there was no returning season for him to come back on.
Yeah.
For over 10 seasons.
Yeah.
So he watched years and years of Survivor, waiting for possibly his time to play, and he had to wait so long. And I think this casting process for season 50 was a wild roller coaster, mental gymnastics. Like, are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? I hope you guys are. So I feel like I am almost happy for Savannah that she got spared that.
Yeah.
And she just can say that she had this wonderful Survivor experience.
Yeah. I know. I wonder, and going back to your question about did she stand a chance, I wonder if she aligned herself more with the gals. If there was maybe a possibility there. Because Emily wasn't interested in getting Savannah out, not initially. And Cirie did it as a way to get people
off of Ozzy.
So if somehow Savannah could have worked with the two of them, with those, oh my gosh, Emily Flippin and Cirie, holy crap. They were like two powerful gals.
Savannah said that she was very close with Jenna. That was like her tightest person. And then once Jenna was out, she felt like her days were numbered. And part of the reason why she went on the journey was so that she could have like another Survivor experience, and just was like going for it at that point. I mean, overall, to pivot to my next point, I feel like Joe would have been the better target if we're looking at from the POV of like Rick Devens. And some other,
and that was my guess. That was my guess of who was actually going to leave.
And his other, Middle Alliance members. Because now that we have a tribe swap, happening in the next episode, we saw that in the preview. Joe, I feel like, is very likely to get scooped up by other players.
Oh, 100%.
That share his mindset.
Yeah.
And then Joe is going to go to those other players and be like, yo, Rick had it out for me. Rick and I are not good.
Yeah, Rick has it out for honor and integrity. Yeah, players. He could sweep up. I can imagine someone like Jonathan, Coach. I don't know, maybe Q. I don't know, like these, maybe like honor and integrity guys.
Oh, Colby, Stephanie,
yep.
Q even,
yep,
can definitely sway that way. No, absolutely. I definitely think Joe with the tribe swap could be, to maybe some of these players of original CILA, their demise. Exactly. No, because I feel like thinking of who is being targeted at this point in the game. So we have Jenna out and Savannah out at this point. And also thinking of the other people who are on the outs on other tribes. I feel like overall, I'm thinking back to Jenna's exit interview from last week when she says, oh, I feel like I was never even invited to the party that everybody else was at. And I feel like the other people who are not invited to the party
are going to be
also the ones on the chopping block.
Yeah.
Because Jenna, very decades long, the last time she played Survivor was 22 years ago.
Yeah.
And she's living like a normal like real estate mommy life in California, bless. And then Savannah doesn't know anybody, coming in new. And then, Joe, he just had his season just aired.
Yeah.
Like the finale just aired 2 weeks ago.
Which I keep forgetting. Yeah. That's wild.
And so it's like a pack of like Rick Devens, Christian, Emily, and then like even Cirie and Ozzy. These are all people like in the Survivor community that are, very much in the mix. So I feel like other people that logic would apply to would be Rizzo.
Yeah.
And Rizzo is like making inroads, but then
he doesn't. He just kind of.
How is he going to go?
I'm excited to talk about him.
We'll talk about him more. I also think Aubrey falls into that camp.
I know Aubrey,
because Aubrey's been very candid about how, like the off ramp from Survivor, and getting back to like real normal life is so hard, and she's been very candid about that, and maybe ways that have made other people. she did this interview with T-Bird, who is in the Rob Has a Podcast community. She did this wonderful interview with T-Bird, which I did listen to over a year ago.
Yeah.
But I have not retained a lot, so I don't really want to speak about it and then speak wrongly about it. But I do have plans of re-listening to it this week, because I really think it's an insight to what Aubrey was saying with like how it's toxic. But I'm wondering if next... So they get all these like not invited to the party players. Mm-hmm. And then next, I think, there's only one winner left, D.
Yes.
D might be a target. Mm-hmm. And then my guess is that it's, instead of being like a war between like old era and new era, because I feel like there's a lot of like mix happening. There's a lot of
mix too,
which has been really fun to see.
Yes.
I feel like it's going to be a war of like big targets.
Ooh.
Versus like non-target middle players, because I feel like the big targets are going to want to keep big players around, because those middle players are going to be the ones trying to snipe them out.
Yeah,
like, you know, thinking of like, okay, I can't have a Tiffany here, I can't have a Charlie here, like people who like played, you know, the middle of their season.
Yeah,
and then I'm this person who's like played multiple seasons. Yeah. You know, icon, you know, type of thing. I'm like, I think it's, anyway, that's my guess for how maybe the rest of the season will go.
That makes me worried for Camilla, if that's the case. And it makes me worried for my picks. Aside from Cirie, it makes me worried for Camilla and for Genevieve. Even though Genevieve seems pretty good at the moment. Genevieve seems like she's actually made a lot of inroads in her tribe.
Tribe swap happening though.
And there's a tribe swap happening. I know.
No, but
I'm very excited, but I'm nervous.
Yeah, we could be nervous. No, we'll see how it goes. But that's just some thoughts I've had, is maybe like what is like the wave of this season gonna be.
Yeah.
But I want to get more into the Rick and Joe.
Yes.
Of it all, of the CILA tribe.
So let's put some context, I think, to where this like Joe and Rick thing, I feel like, even started.
Oh yes, yeah. No, my note says number 1, set the scene.
It's set the scene. You got this. I'm dealing with a pro here.
Oh no, please no. I just was like, oh my god, we literally are thinking alike there.
But essentially, if I'm okay, well, you probably have it written down like correctly, which I believe it. Setting the scene, the water well, the freaking water well.
Yes.
This episode, I'm like, was nobody asking what was Rick just so thirsty that day? Come on, he was going to that water well all day.
The water well itself.
Yeah.
Looks like something from like Roman times.
It does.
Like a Roman aqueduct.
Yeah. Like, it's got a metal lid on it.
And it looks marble. Like it looks very different.
The top is silvery looking, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
It was so funny you say
Something
Roman.
Like
to me,
Lord of the Rings even.
That is so funny you say that. To me, I felt like it looked more industrial than anything. I felt like are we at the chicken plant? What is that?
Well, if you look at it, it's like this like white marble look with like veining and stuff. Which,
yeah.
You know, I don't know what chicken plants you've been going to, but
I think it was maybe just I was so intrigued by the metal top. The metal top, I think to me came off as like warehouse. It was giving warehouse. It was giving industrial in that sense. But yeah, also interesting. That's new.
So it starts off with Savannah and Rick are at the well. Ozzy joins them, and they discuss this possible foursome and bringing in Joe. Which, when they brought up this foursome, I was like, how?
Same.
Because it's like, by everything that they've told us this season, so far in the last like episode, you know, this is like literally like scattering everyone across alliances. Like it didn't make any sense to me, and it made me think. If in Survivor, you know, like real life Survivor, not the show that we see, that there are constantly different like alliances or options being thrown out or said, or like, oh, you end up with these 3 people at a water well, and you're like, oh, well, I like all of you guys. Let's maybe do something, and then, but
and
maybe not.
It's just like the editors who just show us,
like maybe the ones that are like
story arc,
like, and what actually like has bones to it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this conflict didn't arise later between Rick and Joe, if they ever would have shown that like foursome. Because
It
was like
so
it didn't
random.
really make sense totally. And I remember when they were like bringing it up, and Savannah, who is like really trying to put out feelers.
Yeah,
Of like,
she's trying to find someone
like,
to connect
hey,
to, someone to
okay,
be aligned with.
hey, that's majority. Like, let's go. And I almost felt like Rick was gloating over the fact that someone is pitching him an alliance, but he's already in one that isn't them.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because I did a profile. We did a profile of Rick Devens, and he played from the bottom his entire season. Season 38, Edge of Extinction. So I feel like him now having this like majority alliance is like new territory for him. And I just felt like his social game, navigating this new power he has,
is suffering.
It had some rocky moments.
Yeah.
So next, they like everyone's like around campsite, and Rick is like, "Hey, can I pull you for 30 to Joe?" And Joe's like, "Yeah, sounds good." And then Joe sees Savannah like whisper something
to Rick.
And then they go to the water well together, and Joe just asks him like, "Hey,
like, oh, what did Savannah just whisper to you before we came here?
What did she whisper to us about?" And Rick's choice was to very awkwardly fumble the question and be like, "Well, she just said that if we were gonna like speak strategy, but I said no. But she's cool, I think she just wanted to be involved." And the thing,
so weird.
Because
the thing was, as we know, Savannah just asked him if he was gonna talk to Joe about their foursome alliance.
Exactly.
That's it, people. That's what it was.
And Rick could have told Joe about this foursome idea.
Yeah.
And
he just totally fumbles it.
And I'm like, oh, Captain Kirk can't handle a direct question.
He can't.
So because I thought of, we mentioned this several times while we were watching the show last night, is when Savannah, season 49, asks Christina, well, who are you voting for?
Oh, you want to work together, so who are you voting for?
And Christina
freaks
literally
out.
Twirls around and says, "I need a minute," and like has to take some deep breaths and then returns to the conversation.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys,
what? Are you not prepared for someone to ask you truly the most simple, banal question?
I think people are, especially Rick, he's coming in with so much energy and so much like expectation for himself.
And do you think he is also just so heady? Like it's almost like he is thinking of every Looney Tunes possibility that could happen. But the idea of someone just being so outright was not even something that he ever imagined.
No, and then I was like, I kept thinking about it, and it's like either he was totally baffled by a direct line of questioning, because I feel like so much of Survivor is going with the flow, saying what everyone else wants to hear, and then in the
talking circles. The tribal council this episode was a master class in not answering a question.
Exactly. And then in the confessionals is your time to be like, when he asked that at the well, blah blah blah, I didn't want to say da da dee, and I would have asked this question, but I know I need to keep my radar low. So I'm wondering if he's like thinking too like heady Survivor wise, or is it possible that he cares so little to play with Joe that doesn't even care to have a serious conversation with him?
I could see that, but then why pull him in the first place?
Right.
Why even talk to him and take him to ask him, oh, hey, buddy, maybe he had a totally different plan, that Joe asking him such a straightforward question just totally threw him off course, and he couldn't get back to it with whatever kooky thing he wanted to do with him and play with him. Probably just like mess with him, I guess.
I know. I just didn't.
I don't know.
It just,
I don't know.
It
seems that way. It seems like he wants nothing to do with Joe.
Nothing to do. Because then overlaid to this conversation, we get a confessional from Rick saying that Joe doesn't let people play Survivor. And that, to me, this is when I wrote, it feels like Rick is gatekeeping strategy or alliance building from Joe. Because essentially, if I was trying to build an alliance with you, my friend, I'd be like, hey, what was that whisper about? Like,
and
what?
I would tell you.
And then you would tell me, because we're like building a relationship.
Yeah.
I also feel like, because later Rick then, so he lies to Joe about what Savannah says. Yeah. And he claims that his lie.
And Joe feels it immediately. Yeah, because also I don't know where people think that Joe's a dummy. He's not a dummy. I don't think.
No.
He might have gotten a wedgie on national TV, but of course Rick.
Yeah. And Rick then claims that his lie to Joe is Survivor 101. Like, oh, you want to play Survivor? There's going to be people whispering sometimes. Oh, you want to play Survivor? People are going to lie sometimes.
Oh, you got to give people... We're on Survivor. You got to give us grace if we're whispering. Like, don't bring it up. Says who? Who says that you can't bring stuff up?
It's bad social game.
Yeah.
Because if you had replaced Cirie, Rick's spot with Cirie, and Joe asked Cirie a direct question like that, Cirie would have been able to handle it. Yeah. She would have just said the truth. Yeah. Most likely, because she would have done that extremely fast mental math of...
I know, she's so good. She's so smart like that.
She's so
and
good,
would have stayed cool, calm, and collected.
Yes, absolutely. So after this, Joe's like, that was weird. And then later, after they know that they are going to tribal council, Joe approaches Savannah about the whisper.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I wrote that I love Joe for this. Yeah. Because I feel like in so many Survivor seasons, because people won't say anything to each other, everything is like nothing's direct. Yeah. No one can speak directly to each other. That I am almost loving that Joe is creating this confrontation, because I think in the past, 10 seasons of Survivor, there's probably been like 500 opportunities for a confrontation to play out like this. Yep. But it just never happens because no one is willing to confront each other. Yeah. But like, hey,
what was that?
Now Rick is acting weird about the whisper. What was the whisper? And so Savannah answers honestly, which I think is a good move. She was like, hey, like, I was telling him to tell you about this alliance and that we want you in it. I don't see like what was bad about it.
Yeah. It's like, well, what's the problem?
So I will say an asterisk mark on this is that in Savannah's exit interview, she said that, because essentially I was listening to the one that Rob Sesternino hosted on Rob Has a Podcast, big fan, and he was like, it doesn't even really look like Joe was being, that hard to play with. It feels like almost like you guys were giving him, like a hard time, or like, are we missing something? And Savannah said the conversation between Rick and Joe was a lot more heated
than they showed,
and had a lot more to it than they showed. But she's like, but I'm gonna like be respectful because Joe has like a family and stuff, that I'm not going to like say all the details, but it was kind of a lot. And she says that this conversation that she had with Joe was not her favorite conversation that she's had on Survivor.
Whoa.
So I'm like, okay, this is interesting, because the way it's edited, it's like, I was like, yeah, go Joe.
Yeah, ask the questions, Joe. Ask the questions. Go out there. Make a ruckus. Hey, Rick, you like making a ruckus? No problem. So does Joe. Yeah. Again, trying to get to the truth. So I was into that. It's creating some good chaos.
No, I was really enjoying it. I was loving it. Yeah. But now I am just kind of considering this too, because I know that Joe in that conversation with Savannah is pretty much saying, he's like, well, I'm having a hard time trusting you. So because I feel like that could have been a really positive conversation between the two of them of like, hey,
and work together.
I want you in this alliance. I was saying a cool, fun whisper. Yeah. Saying the kind of whisper you want me to say for you to be in an alliance. So anyway, then we get to the Joe confronting Rick. part of it. And Rick is immediately very defensive.
Oh, yeah, immediately.
You were trying to catch me in something. That's what you were doing when you were asking about the whisper. And Joe is like confused. He's like, well, then why wouldn't you tell me about this alliance?
Yeah, Savannah told me. I asked Savannah about it. She told me what it was. It's a good thing.
How is that bad? And Rick is sighing. He's rolling his eyes. He's having a time. And this is when I wrote, who's the real baby here? Who's the big survivor baby? Because they're treating Joe like a survivor baby. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a baby that can't play survivor.
Well, yeah, you're right, because they just watched his season.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So it was very top of mind.
And I think it's valid for what Joe is trying to do. Is he's like, I'm trying to build trust with someone, because that is the basis for an alliance. And trust does get you far into the season.
It does.
It's, the whole honesty and integrity keeps being thrown around, but really it's like a game of trust.
Yeah.
And I just think a lot of the people on his season are just faster players than him.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And I do think both of them are coming in with fragile egos.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, men are so emotional.
They are.
They're little babies. You're so right.
Because I feel like Rick's ego has been inflated from his experience on Survivor.
Yeah.
But it's still fragile.
Yes.
But it's still fragile.
Well,
but
kind of like
inflated.
what you said. He's been thinking about it for so long, Allison.
Exactly,
You're so right. And thank you for bringing that up. Yes. Because it's putting context to it now, where I'm like, I'm understanding Rick more and why he's kind of acting this way.
Yeah.
And acting so like abrasive and intense.
Then Joe's ego is bruised.
Is bruised. Yeah. From the
and fragile.
Yeah.
Both are fragile. Well. Because I feel like the magic sauce for Christian is that he has humility.
Yep.
And he started his season on David versus Goliath with that humility, and he still has it today. Yeah. That he is brilliant and charming and strategic and social and all of these things, but he still is like a humble man.
I mean, the man shit his pants in the beginning of the episode, and he's still able to hold his head high. Do you really think any of these other guys would be able to? I feel like any other guy in this cast would quit. It would be like Love Island, where we would just not even see them anymore. It would be the Scottish host saying, Joe had a little whoopsie daisy, so he had to leave. Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. Never to be mentioned again.
I will say on behalf of Christian's wife, Emily, however you're feeling about this incident, girl, I'm with you.
Girl, we with you.
And girl, I see you. Because I do think Christian's literally his shite of the pants was very funny.
So funny.
Very funny. And definitely, where's the ego?
Truly.
Yes. Ego not in the building.
Yeah.
But I'm also like,
it was a delight.
I'm just going to say if my man was playing Survivor and you shit your pants, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it on national TV. When he's walking,
they did give him some grace in blurring it.
No, but he didn't even try to hide it.
That's true.
He did not even try to hide it.
But do you think it was because he didn't realize just how bad it was?
Oh, he knew exactly.
You think?
Yes. In that moment. Well, okay, I'm just literally rewind. I'm thinking of girls. Young girls. Guess what?
Hi.
I'm gonna like really blow the top off of this. We all get periods.
Hi. Yes.
And we get periods when we are children.
Yes.
Children.
In school.
In school. Yeah. I got my period when I was in 5th grade. Child. Yeah. And suddenly I had this like crazy adult responsibility to deal with like blood gushing out of me for an entire week. When I'm at school for 8 hours a day, and it's like I can hardly even like keep my lunchbox together, you know? Yeah. And it's like it makes you grow up real quick. Yeah. And when I saw him just like flailing around with his shit covered pants on the beach, being like, hey, don't follow me, cameraman. You might not want to see this. I was like, men.
I have no idea.
Like you've never had to deal with this, because it's like as a girl. there have been times where you get up off of a seat and you unstick yourself from a seat and you're like,
yep.
Oh, we've got a problem here.
Oh, yeah.
And you're in middle school and you know you will be fucking humiliated, bullied if anyone finds out. And the ninja skills you get from that. Christian has none of them.
None of those. And I think I'll even go a step further and say they don't even hide, men and boys are not even taught this, to hide it even from their own family, in the sense where I've just heard, I can just think of so many stories of men's doo-doo underwear. Oh, and people doing that, and people, whatever, their partners, their mothers doing their laundry and mentioning that. And I was just thinking, I would never, could you imagine? No. I could never imagine either my period stained or poop stained underwear and making my mom clean it.
I know.
Because she would, by the way, she would never, maybe this is just like a personal like mom thing, but my mom wouldn't let me do that. She would be, oh, you just have your period? Okay, well, this is how you clean it.
And I just was thinking of Emily, his wife, is back at home.
Taking care of a real baby. Of an actual, for real, 6-week-old baby.
Changing the diaper of a real baby. And here is her husband.
On TV.
On national TV. With his shit-stained khakis.
And it's just how, y'all, we can't say this enough. He truly was just walking around the beach with it.
I know. Well, the thing
not
is,
covering, not like running to the jungle.
I know, and it's like we don't need to teach him shame, but it's like, guys, we've lived through decades of shame, and you have no shame. Why? Why?
I mean, exactly, but we can reframe it from shame to decency, to respect.
Because when he said, "Oh, my wife is going to divorce me," and I'm like, Christian, you're going to take what you get. Whatever you want to dish Emily to Christian for this.
We are on your side. Nothing will be too extreme for us. Whatever you decide to do, we will support you 110%.
Oh, okay. I had been holding on to that rant. I had been holding on to that rant for a minute there. So I'm like, oof, it feels good to get off the chest.
I know we talked about it a little bit with the girls last night, and that also felt, we were all women watching this, and we were all on the same page. That we would all, if it was a woman who shot herself on Survivor, we would never hear a peep of it.
Nope, would never
she
know.
Would be so quick, so fast. We wouldn't. The cameraman could never even catch it. She'd be like a puma. She'd be one of those snow pumas that we can't photograph. It'd be like that.
Oh, so good. So I feel like there was a bigger conversation that was had between Joe and Rick and Joe and Savannah, and Joe like really kind of having, because I just, Christian saying, oh, we can't play with him. We have to play around him. Oh, the Joe meltdown. I'm like, what meltdown?
Exactly.
So maybe there was a meltdown, because I'm like, I feel like Christian wouldn't describe a meltdown when there was none.
And I wonder how bad it was that the editors chose not to show it, as almost...
To protect him? I don't know. But we literally, we don't know.
We literally do not know. We have zero connections to production, to these people.
So we're just postulating there.
It's truly all hearsay.
So over here, I'm going to go based off of what I saw on the show.
Exactly. Which is all we can do.
Joe asks these direct questions. He realizes he's like not making inroads with these people. They just don't understand him. He's like, I'm just trying to create trust. I'm trying to create an alliance. I'm calling you out. I'm just repeating words back to you. I'm calling you out on your own shit. And then he's like, he takes a step back. He takes a deep breath. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to do what's best for the team. And what's best for the team is, I guess, voting for Savannah.
Yeah.
And he does vote for Savannah.
He does.
Yeah. Because I think also, like, people are so, like, afraid to work with this honesty, integrity guy. I'm like, okay, but the thing is, it's like, when men have such a value system like that, they can twist anything
to meet honesty and integrity,
to fit into their value system.
Exactly. Look at Coach. That's the perfect example.
Look at Coach.
Literally,
and look at Joe.
Coach. Yeah.
Joe was like, well, because Joe, wants to survive in this game, wants to go deeper into the game. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna twist this around, and I'm gonna say, hey, Joe, what's best for the team? And what's best for the team is going with the flow of voting out who they tell me to vote out.
Yeah. Savannah.
And that's it, because he can throw whatever you want at Joe. Throw whatever you want, whatever idea. He's going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah.
You
just need to frame it, which I think is Cirie's superpower here.
Yes, absolutely.
That is someone, I wonder if Joe is someone that Cirie needs to keep around.
Well, my note about Cirie, because we'll jump to Cirie now, is these men with the fragile egos are man babies. Are man babies of CILA that were profiled. There's so many man babies in the world. We can still love them and call them man babies. It's okay. It's okay.
It makes me think of, very short tangent, I'm sorry. It makes me think of Lindsay Hubbard from Summer House, who in this latest season, so fun. Also watch. We're not covering it, but if you want us to, or if you want me to talk about it at some point, oh my gosh, please. Happy to talk about Summer House at any point,
love
obviously.
to recap Bravo. We're just trying to find our Bravo people, is what we're saying.
Bravo people, where are you? And in this latest season, she just had her baby, and she's doing her talking head, and the producers ask her, oh, what's it like being a mom? How do you love it? And she says, I've been momming so many man babies throughout my life. I've been essentially preparing my whole life to be a real mom.
So good.
And it did make me think of these boys. I'm like, yep, you're right.
Because I'm like, who has the most to prove this season? Cirie, best player to never win, 5th time playing. She got her first advantage this episode. So
her first advantage ever in the game. Shocking. I did not realize that.
She is in her 50s. She's a grandma at this point, and she's still freaking going for it. And what was so fun is that she sees this conflict brewing between Rick and Joe, and she takes that opportunity to be like, oh my gosh, Rick, lying, clutch my pearls, it's Survivor. When,
Yeah. She doesn't care. Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She doesn't care. Also, I feel like the only person that clocked Cirie's social game truly was Savannah.
Yep.
So Savannah for Cirie was the perfect target. Because I was saying before, Joe would have been the better target. I think Joe would have been the better target for Rick and Christian and Emily. But for Cirie, I definitely think
a top pick of mine.
Savannah was the better move. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. And so we just mentioned that Ozzy gives Cirie the extra vote.
Yes. Oh,
and
amazing.
I was meaning to do this before we recorded today, but I forgot. So people in the comments, let's remind me here. Thank you. I'm calling on you for help. Did Ozzy tell Cirie about the idol he got that was given to him last episode?
I feel like he didn't, but I don't know.
Okay, that's what I'm like. Did he though? Because that's just a question I have. I can also figure this out for myself later when I do maybe a rewatch. So Ozzy gives Cirie the extra vote because Ozzy's idol that he has is wrapped around his dick.
That's right.
We've got to talk about it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Because the note says he can only play it for himself. That's the rules of that idol.
Yes.
So he gets that note and he's like, oh my gosh, great. So I'm not going to play it on Cirie. I'm not going to give it to Cirie. So now I can definitely wrap this thing around my dick. Put it in my crotch. Because I'm thinking if he was like, okay, maybe I'll give it to Cirie or play it for Cirie. I don't want to give her a dick tainted idol. That's rude.
That's disrespectful.
And I'm not going to do that. And I'm also like, oh my God.
But he will give that to Jeff eventually.
Oh,
he will give
Jeff,
that. He is gonna give that.
Oh, it's so horny because I feel like this idol. It's it represents power in the game, hidden power in the game.
To wrap it up, but as we see,
sexual anyway, and then he has this idol just bumping up on his thang a lang
for him to just be thinking about and feeling all day long.
Yeah. All day long. I'm just wow. Sit with it, y'all. Sit with it.
Well, and as we see, which I guess is a smart move, because speaking of respect and honor, people is in this game, Survivor, they will be looking through your bag. If they get even a whiff that you maybe have an advantage or something, whether they can use it or not, right? If they can even take it or not, they are going to check your bag, which we see in the, I believe, VATU tribe when Genevieve looks in Aubrey's backpack, which, I mean, that's a we'll get into that. There's a whole amazing sequence of events there that is so good. And so it sounds like having a hidden immunity idol in your persons on yourself always feels good, or sounds good as far as people finding it. I don't know. I wrote this down. I don't know if this was a good question to ask you, because I know how you want to be on Survivor. Because I wanted to ask you, where would you hide your immunity idol? Is that something you should, that's the thing. Is that something you should even answer on this podcast? That's where my mind went. First, I was so curious, because I was thinking myself.
Well, okay, I'm going to answer honestly.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to have a problem with it.
Okay.
So, because I'm also thinking of Simon from Survivor Australia. Mm-hmm. It was like what he believed was an idol. It was like this like hockey puck thing. Mm-hmm. And he put it in between his butt cheeks. Jeez. And that's how he held on to it. I'm like, in between your butt cheeks all day. Like, literally, these men are fascinating. And what they don't have is boobs. I
was wondering where you were gonna go with that.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna have some like fucking locked in sports bra.
Hell yeah!
You're thinking
this. You're literally like,
oh yeah, I think the bosom can go.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's gonna be grabbing up in there.
No
one. There's not going to be anyone being like, "Hey, can I take a peek?"
No. That would be an HR violation.
That would be I killed a contestant.
I killed a person. Yeah, it's like, oh, Allison's in jail.
Yeah, so I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Allison's in jail and Survivor is canceled indefinitely.
So I think depending on the size of the idol, but also I feel like my bosom can swallow.
Because for me, I thought about, where would I hide the idol? And exactly, I would think, okay, I guess I would have it in my persons. I feel like I am such a nervous, jittery person that I would be in a weird mood, knowing that the idol is on. I would get the opposite sense of what Ozzy probably feels when he feels power. Like, I wonder if I would be like scared. Bra,
I would just be like, you are blessed.
You would have the heart of the ocean.
Yes.
With you.
I would have my totem of everlasting power. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever Ariel has in The Little Mermaid that has her voice.
Yes.
That's what you would have.
Exactly. No, I love this episode. So last episode, Ozzy saved Cirie. Yeah. And this episode, Cirie saved Ozzy. Obsessed with this duo. Obsessed. So fun. I need Emily to get Ozzy's name out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Because I'm also rooting for you, Emily.
Yeah, we are.
Please stop saying Ozzy's name, because I feel like she's just like, what if we got Ozzy?
Which she says to Cirie on another hammock.
On a hammock moment.
The two girlies are on a hammock. So fun. Girlhood. Literally girlhood.
Yeah.
Those two like chit-chatting it up, yapping away, talking about like, okay, so who's going out tonight? Who's leaving tonight? What do we think? It's not the two of us, that's for sure.
And on a hammock, you can have conversations where your faces are like 3 inches apart. Ugh.
It's such the intimacy of a hammock is so wonderful. And it's on this hammock where Emily says, Christian wants Savannah out, Devins wants Joe out, and Emily wants Ozzy out. So that was quite bold. But I guess because I thought Ozzy and Cirie's alliance was some people are making it sound like it was very obvious, but maybe it's not. Maybe I missed that.
I feel like it was obvious, but hearing from Savannah's exit interview, she said that Rick, Christian, and Emily considered themselves a 4 with Cirie.
Okay.
So maybe they were able to keep it a little on the down low, or Cirie was very tight with them very quickly. Anyway, tight enough to have this kind of conversation. Yeah. And I feel like Emily is just like... Like, the reason for Ozzy is, like, for the plot, for the chaos.
For chaos.
Because why not?
Because
why not? And I'm like...
Ozzy is the most interesting choice for me. I'm like, okay, Emily, I see you.
I see you, Emily. And so, for this, my wish for Emily is that for this tribe swap, she can find that person... that target that is like this big chaos, ooh la la, target, and she can sink her teeth into that, and it's not my boy Ozzy.
You know, it's so funny. I'm looking at the other tribes.
Stephanie LaGrossa, please.
Well, I can only hope.
Please, Emily, please. That would be great.
Emily be our savior and get Stephanie out. Because I was thinking, looking at these other tribes, who would be some other chaos agents, chaos choices that she could do. And I gotta say, another one would be a favorite of yours, which would be
Mike White.
Mike White.
Mike Wheat. Yeah, because
also known as Jim White in like close, intimate circles. Jim White.
Oh my God, Nina, our social media leader, posted a really fun. And if you don't follow us on social media,
please do, so you can find hilarious stuff like this when I post things and not even check.
So Nina posted the top 3 winner picks of both of us, and I immediately I guess got a notification about it. I was like, oh my God, cute. So I open up my phone and I look at it. And she has Ozzy there for me. She has Emily there for me. And then she has
smack dab in the middle.
And then smack dab in the middle, she's got Jim.
And Allison texts me, says, so who's Jim?
Who's Jim?
Who's this Jim?
Jim accompanied with a photo of
Mike White.
Jim. He's Jim to me now.
And it was a big whoopsie. I immediately knew what the issue was, which is that there's a local musician here in good old Athens, Georgia called Jim White. So that's where my brain, that's how local my brain is.
Celebrity showrunner of White Lotus, who?
Exactly.
Sorry, my mind is so...
I'm talking about alternative, folksy, outsider art musician Jim White. Obviously, that's where mine goes. Yeah. And that's when the friends and I were joking. And I said that it's because I think locally, podcast globally.
Hey, chaotic good. You heard it here.
So yeah, this podcast, hey, however big this podcast gets, you can't take the Athens out of the girl. Hey.
So Christian finds the boomerang idol.
And when this happens, I believe he's maybe talking to himself, talking to camera, and he's walking in the jungle, and he has a pause, and it looked very similar to the pause that he did in the beginning of the episode. And for a split second, I thought he was shitting himself again. I really did. I thought he was sick. At that point, I've been like, oh, he's sick.
This might not be the last time. So I'm like, Emily... It might not be the last time, so I hope he's been honest with you about how many times this happened on camera, okay?
Okay.
He's like, I promise it's just that once. And then 2 episodes later, he's like, oh,
whoopsie daisy. So that's truly what I thought was going to happen. But no, he finds an idol. Yes.
He finds the idol, which we now know the idols are the Billie Eilish. And Nina and I were saying this. It's like, if you want to bring this... The celebrities in.
Literally bring them in. Bring them into Fiji and have them film them reading out the idol or what it says. I don't know,
Billie Eilish in her music studio or in her house being like, hi there, it's Billie, and I'm just so excited that you're playing Survivor. And
I love that you gave Billie Eilish a British accent.
Boomerang idol. I'm just celebrity speak.
Yeah.
I'm just
celebrity
rich, famous people speak.
Like Katharine Hepburn, like North Atlantic speak. Hey there. I'm talking over here.
I feel like sometimes that the celebrities just have very hey.
Hi guys.
Very soft.
It's me.
It's Billie. Hi. And Christian, Billie, kudos. I really like this idol.
I like it too. It's really fun.
It's really interesting, and especially with this tribe swap coming up. Because I'm like, ooh. Because I was thinking some of this boomerang idol drama was going to happen maybe post-merge. But I'm like,
it's happening sooner than we think. If
Ozzy and Genevieve are on the same swapped tribe, then Genevieve would be like, this guy Ozzy, he's out. Like, she's not going to tell him that she gave him the idol because he's the target.
This is how naive. Y'all, did you see that? This is how naive I am. You brought that up and I said, oh, that's great. So they can work together.
No, Genevieve.
That's truly where my mind went. And you're like, no, he needs to leave.
No,
if I'm Genevieve, he needs to leave.
Nina's got these big old hard eyes for Genevieve.
I've got rose-tinted glasses when it comes to my girl. I'm sorry.
She's an agent of darkness this season, girl.
She could do anything, and I would twist it into honor and integrity. Truly.
Absolutely. She gives Ozzy the idol with the intent of, I hope you get voted out. You get voted out with the idol in your pocket, or if I see you on my beach, You're going to be targeted numero uno. So Christian gives Aubrey the idol, and my curiosity is he giving this idol to Aubrey to then make her a future target of his, or is he giving the idol to Aubrey as a way to like create an alliance and a connection and a friendship, like to help her out?
And did you arrive at any? It's because he seemed pretty.
They didn't. I rewatched it, and they didn't.
They didn't really show. They didn't. Which way?
No. It's a secret. It's a secret. We don't know. But I feel like knowing Christian, I think he did it with the intentions of good.
I think so too.
And he was thinking of who is someone that is going to keep this secret. And he thinks Aubrey will. And I definitely think Aubrey will keep this idol a secret. And I do think he is going to then, and I'm hoping, because we'll get into Aubrey more, but it's like I really want her to have kind of the arc of her Korong season where she's like discombobulated, low energy, feeling lost in the beginning of the season, and then she has this banger second act.
Hell yeah.
Finds her footing, and I really hope that happens, and I hope Christian is part of making that happen.
Me too. And
because he has this idol, he's now got the fixins. He's got the rappins.
Yes.
And Rick is like, hey, you got that? You got the clue and stuff still? You got the stuff?
Mm-hmm. It's
because
like, oh, yeah.
Rick debuts, an idea he's been sitting on.
For years.
And he's
for
like,
years,
for whatever
people.
podcast he's been on whatever appearances he's done, he hasn't been able to share this idea of his.
Hey, someone else taking the credit for it.
Exactly. So when we were watching this as a group, because when you watch like as a watch party and stuff, I feel like I like miss like important like sentences, and then something happens and I'm like, wait, what
happened? Yeah.
Wait, what? And so I didn't really understand what the original point of the because I thought they were going to act like one of them found a clue or an idol amongst that tribe
at that tribal council.
Yes. And they wanted them to see it. So then I was like, why is Christian trying to be a decoy when Rick actually wants people to see this? And then I was like, wait, no, he doesn't want them to see it because he's planting this clue at tribal council. So later, if Christian or Rick are at a heated tribal council where things maybe aren't going their way, one of them can go up and be like, ooh, and I have the, add to the theatrics, add to the drama. Like if the vote's going to be on Rick, he can then, ooh, I got something. And then everyone's like, wait, we can't vote out Rick. We don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Ooh.
It's going to be fun, Rick. This was a really good idea.
And also to set more of the scene.
Oh, please.
So right. So that's also that initial plan that you described that we thought Rick and Chris were going to do something that tribal council and for people to see. So tribal council ends and exactly we see them being shifty and we even say, oh, okay, they're being shifty. They're kind of showing it a little bit, but no one's around. What does it matter? And the masterpiece theater that we see, Christian is kind of walks ahead of people and does a fall like I've never seen such a good fake fall. Yeah. Where he might have even gotten hurt a little bit. He might have even gotten a little scraped up.
So he's like, are you okay?
Everyone's, hey, you good? You good, buddy? And that's when we see Rick actually hiding it.
Yes.
And being gloating so much. Like, Jeff, thanks, Jeff. See you later, Jeff.
Bye.
Till next time, Jeff. And they don't show Jeff with any response. I wonder. I so badly wanted to see
I'm excited because in Australian Survivor, they've had stuff happen, like an idol hidden at tribal council and stuff. And then in season 40, Winners at War, Adam at one point got like in his head that he was convinced that this like plaque on like Jeff's podium was actually something. And he was in the hot seat and he during tribal council went up and tried to like rip it off of the podium because like what if it's something I gotta do that now? And then Jeff's like it's not, I promise. You can sit back down, thank you so much. So yeah, that was
so
That is so fun.
That
So it's
is so
definitely
fun.
so much is leading into this next tribe swap. Like I said, I want Emily to find a target that's not Aussie. I think Joe is going to be scooped up by some people that are loving the Joe, loving the Joe flavor. I think Rick could be in trouble.
I know. I think so.
Because I think if he doesn't have his, his partnership of Christian, he might not drive with. A little.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah.
A little worried about that. I'm hoping also, because now, I'm hoping at the mat chat is going to get more spicy, because I'm thinking, okay, so this is why I'm like, thank you commenters for letting me know if Ozzy did tell Cirie about his hidden immunity idol,
because I believe he did not.
Okay.
Yeah. I Googled it. And so far, this is what Google's telling me. That I'm unfortunately, the AI overview, it's telling me that on Survivor 50, Ozzy did not tell Cirie. So I'm just putting that out there. But anyways, keep going. Sorry.
is right most of the time. And has a very good tool. But when it's
wrong, it's really wrong. So I will, that's my proof.
And the AI is several times wrong about Survivor stuff. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm like, can I just get one fact? Can I get one fact correct? And AI is like, absolutely not. I will tell you the opposite. So I'm wondering if if Ozzy and Cirie are not on the same tribe, maybe Cirie, because the thing is, what Ozzy doesn't know is the boomerang effect. That he's been giving this idol,
but it can go back.
But if he is voted out of the game with it in his pocket, then it boomerangs back to the person. So whoever gave it to you, are they your best friend, or are they your demise? And so if Cirie learns this information, I can imagine her telling him over the mat, you are in danger. You're in danger. You either need to play your idol ASAP, or you cannot be blindsided with that idol in your pocket, and you might be specifically blindsided because of who it's going to be boomeranged back to. Yeah. And I wonder if possibly if Rizzo is on the outs, or if Q is on the outs, if they would be like, hey, Ozzy, we want to play with you. And you know who the target is? It's Genevieve. Just, anyway, this is
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so that is CILA, y'all. Oh my gosh. What?
It was so fun.
What a deep dive into that. We are now going to cover the other two tribes.
Yes. They did stuff.
And they did stuff. We will not cover the next two tribes for an hour and 10 minutes each. Anyway, at this point, you can see how long the podcast is. Yeah. Because it's recorded and published. At this point, we don't know.
We don't know. We just yap. We just have some fun.
We have no idea how long it could be.
We go on tangents. We say our thoughts.
So maybe it will be a 4-hour-long podcast. We
never know. We don't plan. We don't plan for any of this. We just sit down and start talking.
Exactly. So let's go on to Pink VATU. Side note, I love that there's a pink tribe.
Me too. It's cute.
Because I love pink.
Yeah.
And that's the tribe I definitely want to be on. So Kyle is bye.
Kyle's bye.
Bye, Kyle. Yeah. Bye, Kyle. And he was part of that main 4 alliance. However, out of Q, Colby, Stephanie, and Genevieve, 2 of them have lost their votes for the next episode.
Yes.
So they know they need to recruit someone.
Which I believe Q told them. Did Q tell somebody?
So Q told Kyle. We saw that scene, but also Q then tells he's on the beach with Colby. They all know.
Colby.
The core 4, I believe they all know, but we do see verbal proof.
But dang, core Q 4, no votes.
Two votes.
Yeah, 2 votes.
Not
great. Not looking great.
A dog with 4 legs doing great. A dog with 2. Not doing so good.
Though, did you ever see that freaky dog in the CBS Sunday morning show that walks on his 2 hind legs like a person? I sent that clip to our friend Katie, and I said, if you saw this, would you think it's a sign of the devil? Because I think that's maybe what I would think. I would think, I'm like, that's an omen. Because it's freaky. It's, as you can imagine, it's very freaky looking.
Okay.
And that's just how the dog walks. It's not, it has wheels some other times. And no. That's just how the dog is, just on its 2 hind legs.
Okay, so
I'll show you a
dog with 2 legs, either not doing good
or is that freaky dog,
or battery powered by the devil.
Yeah, truly.
Also
by a demon.
by a demon.
I would see. I'll show you a clip. When you see that dog, do you think... I would think demon.
Okay. So they're trying to undemonize their
alliance.
Their alliance. And so they bring in not Aubrey, not Angelina, absolutely not.
Nope.
Rizzo. So it is three boys on the beach, three boys on the beach, three boys on the beach. Rizzo is delighted.
Yeah, of course.
He is excited. He says, "Let's do this until the wheels fall off."
Yes. And he's feeling on top of the world.
Absolutely. That's how he lives life.
He's feeling like, wow, I thought this was going to be, I was going to be at the bottom, but I'm actually at the top. Like, I'm at the top of the
inching my way to the top of the food chain. I came in hyper. But it's like, he had this like very like, he took a deep breath and then this is confessional because he just was suddenly very calm. And I was like, who is this person? He's like, I came in hyper, but I had to course correct. And now I've inched my way to the top of the food chain of VATU. And I'm like,
oh, buddy.
Who is this adult?
Yeah.
However, I'm like, I think you've inched your way to the middle. Which is good.
Yes.
Because you're not on the bottom.
Yeah.
You're not on the bottom, but I would say he's, by everything we've seen, he's still at the bottom of
middle, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's 5 people now in this alliance.
Excuse me, yes. And that,
so he's at the bottom of the 5. He's at the bottom of the 5.
Easily, yeah.
Absolutely. But I do feel like he at least has built enough numbers and connections that he, with this tribe swap, he maybe has some protection.
Yeah.
Maybe, but we'll get into the lazy chatter soon. Because first I want to talk about Aubrey.
Sweet girl. She's having a tough time.
She says, I'm sitting in the middle of a bunch of lunatics.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know how to navigate this tribe.
Yeah, the social game of it is getting to her.
And I feel like how she phrases it, that she says, it's one of the hardest things about Survivor is not managing your threat level, not the strategy, not the gameplay. It's your energy expenditure, which is so well put.
Yeah.
Because when we go camping, we go camping on a remote island in the summer. It's pretty remote. We have to bike in, pack in all our stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty grueling, but we do have like so much food. We bring so many snacks. So many snacks. We have potable water. We have like tents and all of that. But just getting to and from the beach, making dinner, like it is absolutely exhausting. It's draining. So I can't imagine what they're going through. Because on top of that, you're doing crazy challenges.
Yes.
And there is no rice.
There's no food. Yeah, there's just coconut.
Yeah.
If even, I guess.
And then she's on a tribe with people who like want to like do camp, like do chores.
Yeah.
My worst nightmare.
Yeah, same.
Oh my God. So she's having a struggle with her energy expenditure. We get some flashbacks of her from her time on Korong when she looked like she was melting because it was so hot on Korong. And that's what I was saying earlier, in that I'm just like, my prayer is that Aubrey, it's okay, honey bunny.
It's okay, girl.
This is part of the story.
Yes.
This is what you build from.
Exactly. You're the underdog.
You're the underdog.
Yeah, everyone loves to cheer on an underdog.
Yes, and I want to cheer on you as an underdog, and I really want her to have her Korong type run where she starts out like in the spot that she's in here, and then finds her way at the top later in the game. So that's my wish for Miss Aubrey. However, someone who does not have that wish is our girl Genevieve. So Genevieve feels like Aubrey is being protective about her backpack.
Yeah, she's got a feeling about her.
She's got a feeling about it. You know what it took me back to?
What?
Traitors.
Really?
It reminded me of Traitors because it's like Genevieve has this hunch based off of nothing. And then has to do what she has to do to like
figure it
out. Exactly. Because I feel like on Traitors, you just get this hunch out of nowhere.
And there's nothing you can really do to check.
No.
Yeah.
Other than
other than voting people out.
There is no other way to truly figure out if they're a traitor other than banishing them. So you can just have a hunch of like, they breathed weird, they acted weird, they dropped a fork, I guess we gotta vote him out to see.
Gotta vote him out.
Gotta vote him out to see. So she's like, gotta go through the bag. We gotta go through the bag. So we'll go through the whole setup of how they went through the bag. But I just wanted to know from the top, how do you feel about this on Survivor?
I do. I don't know. I feel my initial feeling is icky. It does feel icky. It feels disrespectful. But another part of me is, which a friend, Katie, who was watching with us, said, she's like, that's gross. I would never. I would go. What is she doing? Oh, she's going through her bag. No, that's not right.
Katie has values that
Katie has values. Yes.
That transcend Survivor, transcend everything.
You want to talk about honor and integrity, girl. Joe has nothing on Katie. I'll say that. And that is my initial feeling also. But then exactly our friend said that, and my brain just went to, well, Katie, if there was $1 million on the line, you would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which I actually feel like Katie would never actually do it, even if the $1 million was on the line. But I feel like I might.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to something like that, looking through someone's bag feels a bit trivial.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that big of an
And I feel
issue.
like when you are in this
knowledge
game,
is power. Knowledge is power.
Exactly. You're on this island, because when an obsessive thought enters my brain space,
that's all there is.
And I know there is an action that I have control over that I can do that will answer my obsessive question. Well, at least I think answer it, because turns out they think they've got Aubrey figured out, but they don't. But we'll get to that. Yeah, I feel like my obsessive thought would have to reach its answer.
It needs its answer. Yeah. You're a researcher. Like, I'm a researcher.
Exactly.
Hey.
Exactly. It's just, I think going through bags is very common on Survivor. It actually happens. I feel like every season it happens
all the time.
All the time. I feel like it even happens more even off camera too. Because if you're like, oh, I don't want to be looking like that kind of player, that's gross. But I really do need to know. There's several opportunities, I'm sure, with no cameras on you to look through someone's bag as well. But we get this one on camera.
Yes.
So the whole alliance
is a part of it.
Is a part of it, because one way to cement your alliance is to humiliate the player that's not in it.
Yeah.
And I did feel like it was like a 5-layered Aubrey humiliation to go through her bag. So we have Stephanie going down on the beach to keep her occupied. To keep Aubrey occupied. We've got Q,
who would signal by saying, "Let's go!
Let's go!"
if she starts walking towards camp. And then Rizzo, I believe, is
Rizzo. No, what Rizzo? Honey, Rizzo's doing nothing.
No. Yeah. But he's standing there, right?
Colby is also keeping a lookout, and Rizzo is standing next to Genevieve, kind of with his body in front of the bag. And then Genevieve actually goes through the bag. Genevieve is whispering the whole time, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." What did you think of that?
Girl, you're doing it. I'm like, but girl, you're doing it. Come on.
I know. I was just like, stop.
Yeah. Who are you saying this sorry to?
Us?
Because it's exactly.
Aubrey?
It's not to Aubrey.
It's not to Aubrey. No.
Maybe it's to future Aubrey watching this show.
Yeah.
Is it to God?
I don't know.
Is it a benevolent higher being that you're hoping looks down on you fondly?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm really thinking about it. I could see if I see this huge ass camera on me, and I know I'm doing something that I'm making very clear in my confessional. I'm making very clear, I would not do this in real life.
Yeah. I'm not this kind of person.
However, I am this person right now. I am this person right now.
Deep down.
And they search
in the jungle. I am this person.
They search through her bag. And they don't find any idol.
They find zilch people.
They find nothing. Because Aubrey is given the boomerang idol after.
After they do it, people. So good. So good. It did make me think, though, that Genevieve does have a touch of the witch in her. It's just that it's not a very...
She's a new witch. She's a young witch.
There's something freaky about that sense of her thinking it's Aubrey. but just having horrible timing. So having this like freaky intuition, but really, really bad timing. It's almost like she's got to go back to Salem, go back to.
I also feel like is it
classes.
freaky intuition, or are you just suspicious of the person that's on the outs, and also the person that it's like you hold up a mirror and you're like, oh.
Yeah, who was maybe most confrontational to you, especially in the last episode. But yes, Aubrey gets the idol. She finds it and she starts crying.
I know.
It was a really emotional moment. And we were all cheering for her. It was really fun.
Yeah, no, I she needed it.
She really needed it.
Like just her soul needed it. So I'm happy for her. What do you think about Genevieve right now?
Ooh, I mean, I feel like seems like she's in a good spot at the moment. She seems like she's got a strong alliance. She seems pretty high up in that alliance.
Because I will say, what I said is like the harbinger of darkness. Genevieve. Am I saying villain? Because two things that she's done. She's targeted Aubrey and created this whole like humiliation spectacle around going through the bag.
Yeah.
And then she also, the point of her giving that idol to Ozzy is in hopes that it boomerangs back to her.
Yeah.
Which is he is voted out of the game with the idol in his pocket.
Yeah.
And so she's playing a hard game.
She's playing a hard game.
She's playing a hard game. So I'm very curious how this goes forward, especially with this tribe swap, when all this like layers of security that she's in
melt away possibly.
But I overall am really
enjoying. She somehow magically ends up in a tribe with Ozzy.
That would be Nina's lighting candles wild. And making sacrifices for that.
That would be our top picks going up against each other. Which I guess will eventually happen at some point.
I did do some crazy zooming in the preview to kind of like try to map out who is on the tribes. Swap tribes.
And could you find anything?
I think I've got a good bit of it. So I believe on the blue KALO tribe, that's the tribe that Genevieve will be on. And she is with Tiffany, Joe, Colby, Aubrey. And then probably more people, but that's who I could like zoom in and find and stuff. So it's KALO blue. So she would be with Aubrey. Interesting. But still be with Colby, and I could see them maybe picking up Joe. Anyway, ideas. And then on the pink VATU tribe, I have lots in here. Stephanie, Q, Chrissy, Angelina, Ozzy, Mike, Christian, and Emily. This is just me speculation. This is me like, pausing every second. On the orange tribe, Rizzo, Camilla, Cirie, Rick, Charlie.
Okay.
Anyway. Interesting. But going back to VATU, these people are lazy.
Q is upset because what is it? 5. He finds that most of the tribe is lazy.
He also has an insane amount of energy.
Yeah.
It's unparalleled, Q.
Yeah, it should be studied.
It's wild. And so like they're like going crabbing like on the beach, and Rizzo gets cut.
Supposedly.
I bet he got cut.
Like a little splinter.
I bet like they were almost sharp rocks. I would be getting so many cuts. Yeah. Anyway, let's say he got a cut.
Let's say he got a cut for real. Yeah.
Let's say he got a cut, and then he walks off the beach and he does not return. No. If I get a cut, I'm not going back to the rocks. I'm done. What? Because there's no Band-Aids back at camp.
Yeah, but he goes, okay, well, they bring that back. They're like, oh, he's not coming back. He's like, oh, well, I hope he started on the fire.
No.
I hope he did something. And of course he is, He's just sitting around. And Rizzo says as much in his confessional. He says, I didn't come to Survivor to play camp. I came here to slit throats.
Something.
And vote people out.
Exactly. No, and he said in his season of Survivor 49, he's like, I slept at camp, slept on that boat, and then played the game. And I didn't do any of this stuff. Because I will say New Era Survivor, because they, like, their flint is taken away so often, they don't even have rice to start the game. A lot of them, they just sleep on the ground. They don't even really bother making a shelter.
Yeah.
And then they also, a lot of times don't even bother making a fire. Because it's like a lot of work to make fire. And sometimes they don't even have flint. And it's already hot enough and they have enough clothes It's like, why
make fire?
So there's a possibility that he just never his on his season 49, his tribes were not even making fire. And
what do you think of that as a Survivor super fan? Do you like the surviving aspect of it?
I would pray to be on a tribe that's like, we don't need to make fire. We don't need to build the shelter. Like, let's hang out. Can we take naps? Like,
you
all
would
the
pray
time?
for that? You wouldn't pray for just a busybody to like just do everything for you?
Well, that busybody would be resentful. The busybody would maybe be bossing me around. The busybody would be in the confessional being like, Allison's so lazy. But if we're all lazy.
If we're all couch potatoes, then.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's like what Aubrey was saying about energy expenditure is a real thing.
Yeah.
I need to save my energy for these challenges, and I need to save my energy because this noggin has to figure out how to win the game.
How to win the game. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, girl.
And this whole like brain fog at tribal council, no. I'm going to be saving all the brain juice for what it takes to outwit, outplay, outlast. And that is not tending to camp. But this is getting on people's nerves.
Yeah. Because let's see. And also another person that Q is annoyed by is Angelina.
Angelina, he says she's a lazy statue. And Angelina, I miss you.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Angelina.
No. I really hope with this tribe swap too that we get like Angelina back on our screens.
Like she's such a fun
she is a lazy statue and she's a quiet statue. Like that's all we are getting of her right now. And I would love to see more. No, Q is in his high control era and he's running with a perfect crew for it. So good for Q.
Yeah, good for Q. Q's doing great.
He's doing
and
good.
I think it was the last episode that you said that Q has the like winning edit?
But possibly.
Which I'm nervous about. You've said that and now that's all I can see.
Because you see it now.
I'm scared.
You see it now.
I'm like we just said, we're getting nothing from Angelina, but wow, we're getting a lot of thoughts about what Q thinks of his tribe.
Yes, I would say that the perspective that we're getting things from the most is probably Q and Genevieve on VATU. And then the Colby dynamic is mostly related to Rizzo. And we've got Rizzo sharing some POVs as well. But we don't get much from Stephanie, honestly.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's all right.
If you want to... Anyway, we explain how we feel about Stephanie. But you can Google her remarks on Jewish people. And then you'll know exactly why we say how we're not rooting for Stephanie this season. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see Q on a tribe swap, though.
Me too. Shake things up a little bit. Well, is that all we have for VATU? Should we move on to KALO?
KALO. Yes, blue KALO.
Woo! So, let's see. Not much happens with KALO this episode. We get Jonathan out here doing his thing, fishing in the beautiful Fijian waters. And in his confessional, he talks about how he is playing a different game than he's done. He's always playing he was the provider, he took care of people, but he's gonna do a different thing this season. Allison,
I don't see anything different.
Do we believe that?
No, because he also came in his last season saying, I'm gonna play the provider role, people are gonna underestimate me, I could be a meat shield, I'm gonna be really good in challenges, people are gonna I'm gonna like play an under the radar strategy game. That was exactly what he did his first season. Now he's doing it again. Yeah. Maybe he's doing it this season better in his mind. And that's what makes it different.
Definitely. Yeah.
But to me it's like
I was trying to I see the same Jonathan trying to rewrite his narrative. It felt very much this, not gaslighting, but this sort of trying to write your own narrative of like, oh, so this is what I'm doing. It's like, buddy, we see you. We see what
and I think
doing.
Overall his POV is good in the sense that he, this Greek myth of his life created the body and skill
be a
set that
provider.
he has
Sorry.
to be a provider and to be a challenge winner.
Yeah.
And that is what he's doing. And Jonathan, that is why you were cast.
That's why you were cast.
And that is what you're doing.
And honestly, and this is talk about like destiny and the gods and this. If that's what you're meant to do, buddy, don't fight it.
Don't fight it. Exactly.
You're good at it. And also,
like,
he seems like he loves it. Can I say that when he's out there swimming, catching those fish?
So good.
So good.
And the people he's aligning with are similar to the people he was trying to align with on his first season. So his number one is Coach.
Yeah.
His number one's Coach.
Yes.
And he says, Coach, come on out with me.
Yeah.
Come on out with me, BFF.
Come on. And it does seem like they are kind of far. Or was it just me?
No, it is far because essentially
it's
it's like at the drop off point when like the shelf, essentially the ocean shelf drops. That's when that's where all the fish are. So they do have to go kind of far out. And Coach has got his little flippers on. He's got his his goggle mask on. He's he's all ready for his big big fishing debut. And so John is just spearing the fish, and he's like, "Okay, Coach, like, can you help me out?" And Coach is just.
He's belly up.
He's belly up.
Yeah, floating.
Mike White described it so well, like a bug in a pool.
Yeah.
Yep. Because he's got a cramp in both legs. Like
on both legs.
Really bad cramps.
Yeah. I know. It makes me think of when you're a little kid at a pool party and your parents tell you not to get back in the pool like right after you eat because apparently you can like cramp up that way.
Really?
That's
I didn't
dangerous.
know that.
Yeah. I remember being a kid like, come on, that's not a thing. But no, it's a thing.
Did that happen to you?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm a weirdly healthy kid. Weird. Because again, if you see my diet, if you see the way that I grew up.
The toxic sludge that she shovels in.
That I love with my whole heart, by the way. I know I just talked trash about it. By the way, loved every second of it. I truly just eating. And at this pool party, we truly probably ate so much Little Caesars pizza.
Oh, nice.
And it was probably my mom being like, hey, I just saw you. You're 7 years old. I just saw you down 3 slices. Like, maybe take a second before you get back in the water. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, Mom.
Like any ketchup packets? Ready to destroy some ketchup packets.
It's pretty much tomato sauce.
You're like, Mamma Mia.
But yes, he gets cramps on both of his legs.
Yeah, well, I know the deadliness of cramps because sidebar story, there was what?
I thought you were going to talk about like your running journey.
No,
but it wasn't a cramp. That was something else that happened.
I don't even remember what happened when I was running, but anyway, something happened. Anyway, I've run 2.5 marathons. What can I say? What can I say?
I just gotta bring it up.
It's a story about my mother.
Ooh,
so my mother.
I don't know the story.
On Christmas Eve, wakes up in the middle of the night, has to go to the bathroom. Wakes up, and as she's walking to the bathroom, she has an intense leg cramp, and she falls. Straight on her face.
Oh my God. No.
Like straight on her face.
Down.
The next morning when I wake up on Christmas Eve morning.
How old are you?
I think I'm like a teenager. I'm like 14 or something. 15 maybe.
Oh my God. Did you think she was dead?
She had the worst black eye.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then we were having like people over for Christmas Eve, like a Christmas Eve
party.
Oh
my God.
The whole family coming over. And she was like trying to get into a doctor's office because it was messed up. It was
so bad looking.
It was so bad.
My God.
And then we still had Christmas Eve, but it was just like
she still had to host.
She still had to host.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
The work that women do.
Ugh,
incredible
work that women do.
But it was a weird visual because all of Christmas my mom just had this awful black eye.
Wow.
And it was because of like leg cramps.
Because of a cramp, and she just fell face forward.
Yeah.
I will say, I was picturing long legs. I was picturing like a bloody broken nose.
No.
So the black eye is better, but it still sounds super freaky. She didn't put like a little bow on it.
I'm gonna have to ask her about it again because I just remember this visual.
Are there photos? Did y'all take photos of that Christmas?
Sure there are not
Or
photos.
was Dawn like, that's where I draw the line, actually. No photos this Christmas.
No, I was raised in a family and I was raised by a mother that, that if you shit your pants, Nobody needs to know about it.
That's right.
And
she taught you right because she taught you right.
And you need to handle it.
And she handled it.
She handled it.
So
she
strong.
handled it. So strong. So coach, we learned that safety swimmers,
yes,
whenever they go out to water, there's like a safety boat and stuff.
Yeah.
And they like literally pull him in to the boat and they get him back to the beach and then he's just hobbling.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of funny that they're like, okay, you good? Or maybe it was more coach being like, I got this. Maybe they did try to help him.
Yeah. I think they said like, are you good? But yeah, I think I bet
looked like he was
Survivor, they
struggling.
keep a pretty healthy distance.
Yeah.
But it is good that they got him because I mean that is like
he looked really rough. Just walking on the sand. It
Yeah.
looked really bad.
Looked really bad. He's like, ugh, I need to drink 4 coconuts. And he says, I would have died without Jonathan. I'm like, hey,
I mean,
you would have died. It was the safety swimmers.
It was the safety
production.
swimmers. Yeah.
Production saved you.
Could Jonathan, the
Greek god that
Greek god that he is, could he have saved you? Of course he could. Of course, easily. But at this point, it was production.
It was production. So thank you, production.
Yes,
Thank you,
we love
though.
you.
Really, though. That was the right call to get him.
And also, I was so worried now since the snake bite last season, since Kyle, I am in a full-on medevac panic. Anytime something happens, people, I am fully like,
You're
they're gonna get
for
medevaced.
Dr. Barry.
Yeah,
He looms.
he looms over everything for me now. Truly,
I don't want any more medevacs.
no,
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
That's it.
No. Chrissy wants to help out Coach.
Yeah.
And she has him lay down on his belly and she starts massaging his calves. It was giving me an Edna throwback for a moment.
What?
Edna from South Pacific, the petite woman that would walk on Coach's back to try to get herself tighter within the lions.
Yeah.
It was cringy. It was very cringy. No, Chrissy's massaging of his calves was actually just very nice.
Honestly, just her trying to be helpful.
Helpful, and honestly, that's what you need when you have cramps like that. It's you need to loosen it up.
But Dee sees it as her trying to mother the tribe.
Her trying to mother the tribe, and then there is that montage of Chrissy's mothering, and I was like,
AKA, which can we talk about how mothering is now a code word for annoying? Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Because exactly, there's this montage of Chrissy honestly being helpful from everything I could see.
I didn't think it was bad. No.
I don't think it was bad at all. Everything she said just felt very normal.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Also,
just asking questions of people.
Chrissy, in addition to being a mother, she's a business executive.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a professional woman.
Yeah. A very high up professional person, right?
Exactly. So people look to her for guidance. So I think it's not just the mothering. Also, this was so weird coming from Dee because her number 1 alliance on her winning season was with Mama Julie. Someone who went by Mama Julie.
Yeah.
Who was the mother of the tribe. So I'm like, what is different between Mama Julie and Chrissy? I just thought Dee and Chrissy would have got along better.
And Charlie kind of says the same thing. Charlie, this was also another thing when he kept saying, I like Chrissy. Is that not... It makes me think how when... I feel like that's the first thing you say when you're about to talk shit about somebody. Like when you're gossiping with your girls.
Yes.
And you're like, so... Carol.
Yeah.
I love Carol.
I love Carol,
I
too.
really like Carol. Everyone loves Carol. But
Carol's great.
Carol's great, right?
Yeah,
She's great.
Yeah.
Carol did do this thing. That's how those shit talking conversations always start. And that's exactly what Charlie was doing also. He just kept saying, I really like Chrissy. I really like Chrissy. But it's the same thing because he was also aligned with an older woman on Maria on his season. And he mentions that, and he also says how
he's going with the
him.
motion of the ocean, and that is taking me away from Chrissy.
Why exactly? I'm not
because
sure.
Because Charlie be playing thine middle. He's a middle player. I think he's doing it again. Essentially, it's like they haven't gone to tribal council yet. They don't need to make any waves.
That's true.
But at this point, he's like, am I going to at this early in the game put my neck out for Chrissy? Nope. So no, it's interesting, and going into the tribe swap, maybe things will be swapped around enough that Chrissy will maybe find people that will like appreciate her point of view and her dynamic on the tribe, because
I hope so, because she's an
her just
interesting
being
player.
like, oh, does anyone want to start a fire? Okay.
Because I can start.
Because
I can start it if nobody else wants to. That's literally her, like, in her mothering, aka annoying montage.
She's like helping with Jonathan's hair because Jonathan's hair is a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess, and she's like helping with it. And she's like, "Oh, this is going to become a problem. Probably like a dreadlock the size of my fist."
Truly.
And she's trying to deal with that. Thank you, Chrissy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chrissy, I would love to have you on my tribe.
Yes. So we'll see how that goes going forward.
Yeah, because next
episode is Tribe Swap. I am
Drop your buffs.
Thrilled.
Me too.
I am so thrilled. I am not surprised that there's going to be a tribe swap because just this cast of characters.
Yeah, come on.
We got to get the mix going. Also, like with the boomerang idol, I think the mix regarding that is going to be really interesting.
Also, not get stuck with the Chaos Tribe. Again, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm also worried about that. With CILA.
No, absolutely, yeah. So because I mean, Savannah was a very like incredible at challenges, and they lost her as an asset as well. So they will have the tribe swap, which I'm super excited about. Any other big thoughts on the episode?
No, I just had it was another really fun episode.
So
I had a
fun.
blast watching it, and it just had definitely specifically Christian and Rick's masterpiece theater leaving a hidden immunity idol, which I mean technically anybody else could find. I think I don't know if they hit it that well.
I don't think it's so I think Christian still has the idol himself, but I think they're like hiding cover. like a fake idol clue of sorts that they can then wave around.
That whole situation was just a dash of fun and whimsy that I like to have in my shows.
I love it so much.
Yeah. Well, like we need to get someone like, or just them, Rick Devens, on a show like Traders.
Ooh, yes.
On a show that sees the show for what it is, but also takes the time and has the energy and the personality to shake things up and make it exciting and interesting, because it's interesting for them, but it's fun for us to watch what's gonna happen.
No, I'm having an absolute delight recapping this season. So if you are enjoying Chaotic Good, please subscribe. Really, it means so much. It shows that you guys are listening and supporting, so it means a lot. You can also like our videos, you can comment on our videos, say hi, we'll say hi back. Hi. Also, you can listen to us on if you are watching us on YouTube, you can also, if you have chores or you need to go on long drives, we're also on Apple and Spotify, so you can listen to us audio version as well. All the players that we've talked about today, almost all of them, we have done in-depth profiles on, which were really so fun. Thank you so much for the support on those profiles. It's great. And guess what? We're gonna make more.
We're gonna make more. We had too much fun.
We're gonna make more. So we are behind the scenes plotting on how we will make some more profiles. I have some ideas I'm about to share with Nina. Also next week we are going to, I said we were going to do that this week, but anyway, we took like a couple days off. Because, fun fact, last week, by the time we recorded and published the Survivor podcast episode, within like the last 7 days of that, we had recorded 10 podcast episodes and over 13 hours of recorded like video time of us doing a lot of this. Doing a lot of chit chat.
We both have full-time jobs. We have pets. We have partners. Yep. We have friends.
We like literally, I guess, have lives outside of this. But y'all wouldn't know. You're like, this is your life. But next week we will be our dolls up here. Yes. Samantha, Kit, Kirsten, Allison Jr. LOL. They do have camping outfits. And it's Survivor season, so we will...
Yeah, we gotta get them ready to...
We'll get them dressed up in their camping outfits, which will be a lot of fun. And while we're getting them dressed, we'll do a little doll hour, where we'll just do some catch-up, some chit-chat, just talk about what's going on in our lives, things we're loving at the moment. And so if you're just wanting to, like, just come hang for a very chill kind of bonus episode, please tune into that next week. And my parting words will be, Jeff, I love when he was saying, okay, guys, swim out. And everyone like jumps off the podium.
Just jumps, at the end of a challenge. Everyone's like,
woo! And everyone does like their little dive or their little, cannonball, and they just swim out. Yeah. So, swim out, guys.
See ya.
Bye.